Freaking hell.
Good morning. Oh God, it's definitely harder to wake up when it's cold outside of your cozy little cocoon. So anyway, it's like 8 AM and I'm just building up the courage to wake up. Well, I haven't taken the blinds off yet. Look at that. Nice bit of sunshine. Got some blue sky up there. I think I'm gonna go for a walk in the woods and then and then go from there. Okay, let's go.
Day 82 in paradise. So we're now back after a short rest. Yesterday we basically cleared the head to get ready for another day in the office. So those who watched yesterday's video will know, but obviously with the stress going on, I am looking to now figure out what to work on next. So I've made the decision what's next. This is the bit we're going to work on today, I think, because this has been bothering me. So last night, I was laying down in bed and I was like, what do I work on next? So then I was starting to think, right, I was looking around and I was like, what's the problem stressing me out the most? And I was like, this corner here. So, right, okay. Tomorrow then, I'll focus on this area here. Because once I finish that area there, that's like a nice little weight lifted off. So that's the bit we're working on. So as you can see from this angle, it is on a curve, which makes it a little bit difficult to decide what I want to do for the roof. So the first thing I want to do is extend the framing out to that area. So this I don't think is long enough. I don't think I have a long enough piece to do what I want to do. I'm sure I had a longer one because I want it to go from there to there and then over, maybe to there. I mean, that probably is about right actually, thinking about it. So in typical SteveyDe fashion, I decided to move on to a slightly different task, and I thought, I know, let's insulate the area up above the cab. I'm sure this is frustrating to watch for many people, but sometimes my brain doesn't want to work on something, so it's best to move on to a different task. So here I'm just going to be using some of this soundproofing / insulation stuff. And I'm wondering if it just makes more sense to finish the ceiling insulation rather than just have that annoying metal area in the corner. And then once I've finished installing that insulation, I can then move back onto the framing I was supposed to do earlier. Do silly things like that. Freaking hell, that just smacked my keys as well. I hope I didn't break it. Jesus Christ. How did I just do that twice in a row? So once I got bored with throwing the wood around, it was then time to measure things up and get that on the ceiling. I decided here to use the riv nut tool just to add a bit more strength to the ceiling, as I've been using self-tapping for the rest of the framing, and I felt like it would just strengthen up the ceiling by adding some riv nuts. So then once that bit of framing was on, I then come to the conclusion on how I was going to deal with the curve. Here I've decided to go with a kind of corner piece. I guess it's easier to show you, so take a look. So, you see, sort of, if I cut an angle in there, and then this wood can go like down like that, that's probably the play, I reckon. A 45-degree cut. Let's just cut the 45 and then see what happens. So this is what I'm probably going to use to cut a 45-degree angle. It does have a little, looks like, has a 45-degree bit here. An arrow, perfect. That's it there. So once I then cutted the 45-degree angle, I could then plan to riv nut it onto the frame and then use some No More Nails waterproof glue to glue it to the other part of the wood. I did consider using the pocket hole jig, but I just decided it would be quicker and easier to use some No More Nails glue. I can't remember what size drill bit an M6 riv nut is. Is it a 10? What's this one? Is this too big? I feel like it's gonna make it too big. That's 11mm, that's why. I don't think I have the right drill bit for the M6. Oh, I must do, because I drilled them. How did I get them? Oh no, I didn't drill them, they were pre-made. Oh, here we go, I've got this. This will tell me. I thought this might come in handy. Okay, a 9mm is what I need. A 9mm drill bit, which I don't have. They don't supply you with it. Oh, wait a minute. Do I not have? I have somewhere. I don't know where that other drill bit's gone. Oh, there it is. There we go. Good job I got see-through boxes. Oh, I have an 8mm. Just gonna use the 8mm and then go extra crazy with it, right? Oh, it basically already is 8mm. What the Ah, do you know what? I think I'm just gonna use the 10mm. So same as the other frame in here, I'm using an M6 riv nut and then using an M6 bolt to hold it in place. I think we'll get some glue on that bad boy. We'll get them glued. And that shower wall there. So once the framing is in place, I then apply the No More Nails glue. Now let me show you it in a bit more detail. So what I've done here is I've used some M6 bolts with some M6 riv nuts, so that's pretty solid in there. Done the same here, and then what I've done here is I've also put an M6 riv nut in there, holding that, and then I've glued these two. I cut it at an angle and I've glued these two together. So I've used No More Nails, the waterproof one. So that will dry. Then what I'm looking to do is there'll be the ceiling comes across to here, and then I'll probably apply the same ceiling but at an angle, or I might change it and have something else. I don't really know for sure yet, but this is the solution I decided to come up with, the curved roof. So hopefully that kind of makes a little bit of sense. And there you go. So I've got that on obviously for the ceiling, but I've also added this insulation here. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do this because the shower's going to be here. I'm going to have an overhead storage, and I'll probably slide maybe a storage box. I'm not going to have access to this area, but I'm definitely going to use it as storage. It'll just be sliding things in there. But I've got the insulation in here. I'll probably put some PIR board on it, maybe. I might just leave it like that. But up here as well, I don't know what board. I won't fit 25mm in there, so I'll probably put some board in for this bit. Maybe some fluff or foam for this bit down here. But that's what I've done so far today. This was one of the things that was stressing me out because I didn't really know what to do about this curve. So I've opted to just do it as the ceiling up to here, and then just a slope bit of ceiling. So I'll probably put some sort of corner, probably put some sort of trim down there. So it was good to finally get a solution for the curved roof, as I was struggling to figure out the best way that I wanted to do it. And then it's time to pack up the van and then set off. Thanks again for watching the videos, and if you do enjoy the content, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out.